Let's get excited. Your ozone generator is about to deliver or is just delivered, and you got it. It's plug and play ready to go. So you just got to plug it in, and let's start her up. We'll show you what's totally normal, what to expect. You turn it on right here with the timer. Just set the timer. I just set it for 30 minutes right there. It can go all the way up to 120 minutes. You know it's working when you hear that static electricity sound. You hear that? It's totally normal. It's the sound of the ozone being generated. Now, if you look inside right here, I found it. That's the ozone plate. That ozone plate glows nice and blue. And that's totally normal. That's the way the plate looks when ozone is being created. So, bear in mind, there's a caution statement up here. It says, use it in an unoccupied space. So make sure you're not present while it's on. High concentrations of it smell like bleach or chlorine. Lower concentrations smell really nice. They smell like after a lightning storm. So you gotta wait an hour or two for all the pollutants and for the ozone to dissipate before returning to the room, and everything will smell really good. It's just getting through that 2-hour air scrubbing process. So that in mind, you got your little packing list, you got your instructions. Your instructions are going to mention a spare fuse, and you may be a little confused at first because it says inside power block. Now the manufacturers were smart enough to know that, hey, no one's going to just keep track of a spare fuse. So what they did was they made a little compartment in the back of the power supply area right here, and that power compartment comes out just by pulling it right here. And inside you'll see there's the original fuse, and then there's the spare fuse right there at the top of the power block. It's so rare to ever have to change them out. It's really depends on your house electrical situation if you have a severe power outage or something like that. But at least you have that extra piece there if you ever need it, peace of mind. You're going to have to get familiar with replacing the ozone plate. That's going to have to happen about once a year, depending on use. So to get in there, you're going to have to open the unit up, and it's contained with these screws right here, these Phillips head screws. And they're on both sides, so you're going to have to unscrew both sides with a Phillips head screwdriver. And I just happened to on this one right next to me, just so I can show you real quick. So once you unscrew it, it comes right up. Now you're inside. So here's that ozone plate you got to replace every year. It's right here. Get familiar with it. Now this can happen from time to time on a rough shipment. If FedEx dropped the package or threw it across a freeway, you know what can happen with shipping sometimes. This part at the base right here could be loose, and it just needs to be pushed back into place. You just push it like that, and it'll go back in. This is made out of ceramic, which is very, very fragile. So if by chance there was a lot of vibration, like the unit really got smashed, it could be damaged. If there is any damage or anything like that, contact your seller. They'll exchange it out for you very promptly. You need that to get working. Make sure it's working by doing that check, making sure that the unit makes that static sound, and that you see that purple hue inside. I'm going to give you some best practices too in a follow-up video on how to make this unit work at its very best. And not just this unit, any ozone generator in general. So to give you the best purifying tips, check in with our next messages. We're going to make sure that this purifier works amazing for you and you have amazing results.